till we're straight out of moonlight, straight out of moonlight.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. It's a Super Bowl 50 rematch featuring two of the best cover corners in the National Football League. It's Aqib Talib going up against Josh Norman. With that, let's get you up to Indianapolis. Standing by, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you, Larry. We welcome you to the heart of the Hoosier State in the Circle City of Indianapolis, Indiana, and Lucas Oil Stadium. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Indianapolis Colts.
Let's go.
And hi again, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you take a look at our matchup here. You've got to believe that this is a game that might be won in the trenches.
Oh, without question. This is big person on big person, big unit against big unit.
Meat on meat.
Oh, you got it all. Pick your cliche, but we know this. The ground's going to shake, things are going to rumble, and they're going to have an impact on today's game.
On to get us started now, the kicker, Chris Boswell. 22 men ready to do battle. It's time to dance. This one taken from the 7. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. And we get a glance here at their leader, the man who will be calling the plays under center. They'll come out in the pistol.
Here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
Now a play fake here on first down. Backing up. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-armed guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39. Green.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Finding time. Trying to lay one up deep. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. Second down. And if this offense is going to flow today, certainly the running back will be a key piece.
Without a doubt, because they asked their runner to not just do that, but to block, to catch, to help set a tone for their offense.
Ten yards still left on second down.
Here we go now. 3-19.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And a quick throw here that's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 5. And it'll be third down. And a look at the Steelers' defensive unit.
Cameron Hayward is a defensive lineman, but many of us, especially guys of my vintage, remember his father, Craig Ironhead Hayward, who was a running back. I think Cameron decided he'd rather hit people than be hit.
So 3rd and 5, 3rd and medium here. They'll look to throw again. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Give him 2 yards on that play. And it'll be 4th down.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down. And for a second, it looked like it was all going to come together. And they had a chance to pick up a first down. But the defense got there and finished it off.
And it appears they'll go for it here on 4th down. A big call on the game's opening drive. They'll stick with the passing game. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. They'll come out in the pistol. Now a carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Week 4, Bell returned from the injury and the suspension, and he came back in a big way, Charles.
Showed a lot of patience, and that's interesting, isn't it? Because you know he was ready to explode because he couldn't play in the early part of the NFL season. But following his blockers, letting things develop, and then taking off through the hole. He let Marquise Pouncey get out in front, David DeCastro, and then he just went through there like a bolt of lightning.
Yeah, finished 18 carries, 144 yards.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
Short of the sticks after that completion, and now it's 3rd down for this offense. And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings.
Offense. Still 3rd down.
It's 3rd down, 6 yards to go for the offense. On 3rd down, Roethlisberger brought in here by Tyler Eifert. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job here of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Now stopped him in his tracks. On 4th down, here comes the Steeler punter Jordan Berry to kick it away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Here we go now. Green 39.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. They find some open field here. And he's brought down, but not before getting across midfield to the 45.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to. They didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. They'll run it now out of the gun. He had a quick little spin move, but the door shut fast as he's dropped. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That was another good run, and he's having an excellent day. And right now, I don't think his team could have any more confidence in handing him the football.
Set, 319, hot, 319, hot.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The 15 yards there on the catch and run. They come up in an offset eye. They go play action here on first down. That is caught at the 7. And he's brought down. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it first and goal. And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that?
Takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver because you've got to read those zones and where the open spots are and be on the same page with the guy throwing the football. Because sometimes you're throwing it in front of the zone. Sometimes you're throwing it between the zones. Sometimes the receiver's going to just kind of find a spot and what we call sit down and present himself to the quarterback and throw it there. It's a tough read, but when they're in sync, it's really effective.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Their dangerous wide receiver. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Colts are going to take a first-quarter lead. And a great example there of just getting the feet in a tough spot. It seems like every year these guys get better at this.
Well, I think the drills get better that they work on training camp, off-season work, OTAs. But also a lot of these guys have dance backgrounds, ballet backgrounds, and they take that and carry it over to the football field.
And there's going to be a stoppage here. The booth wants to take another look at this potential touchdown.
After reviewing the play, the ruling on the field stands.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. Now Adam Vinatieri for the point after. And this is good to make it 7-0 Indy. Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. This Pittsburgh Steelers offense and Ben Roethlisberger riding high after that big win over the Chiefs where they put up all those points. And Big Ben, he threw 5 touchdown passes for the 5th time in his career.
And they used a 5 wide receiver set, a great deal to open the game against Kansas City. So 5s were wild in the Pittsburgh win over the Chiefs.
And after their first touchdown, they went for a 2-point conversion, something you and I have been talking a lot about recently. We'll see if that trend continues. They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. And when this offense is clicking on all cylinders, the running back is in sync as well.
The focal point. Runs, catches, blocks, sets a tone for the offense.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10. Second and 10 now. It's Roethlisberger. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety valves. Nowadays, they're a big part of the passing offense.
Quit acting like you're so old. You're only 65. And on third down, the Colts have added an extra defensive back.
Flooding the passing lanes.
They'll try and run for it with Bell. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up fourth down. And he had a nice play there from his free safety position to hold him to nothing.
And, Brandon, remember when the free safety was always back, away from the line of scrimmage?
That's changed.
Has that changed in a big way? The way we see it now, they're almost mirrors between the free safety and the strong safety. One will be up, one will be back, or sometimes both will be in the same spot. On that play, the free safety was there, no gain.
A 47-yard punt, maybe a couple on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here, first and 10. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And that last touchdown drive, a good mix of pass and run. Defensively, they just looked a little out of whack.
And it's so hard to stay up with an offense that has things going so well, where you're guessing and guessing wrong play after play. So what you need is someone on the defensive side of the ball,
leader, right?
to make a big play.
Yeah.
Throw that balance out of whack. That's what you're looking for now. Not worrying so much about guessing what the play call is.
Now a handoff as they run left side. Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. The Pro Bowler Chris Harris is in on the tackle. Well, that was better than the first go-around when he lost yardage, but still nothing there, and that sets up a third and long. Tough spot here.
Put it mildly. Sometimes I wonder if some of that old-school football should come back into play. You know what I would think here? Quick kick. Try and change field position, help out your team.
And the dreaded third and long here for the offense. Again, we'll see the pistol here. Out of the gun now on third down. And he locates Walker, complete. A gain of 19 and picking up the first.
Well, the advantage has certainly shifted to the defense as we began that third down play, and they found a way to foil it and pick up a first down.
Third time's a charm, right? 2 incompletions. Had to have it on third, and they got it.
Yeah, they stuck with it, weren't daunted at all, and picked it up.
First down, he'll drop to throw. Walker with a grab, left side. 4 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it a second down.
There's a completion to the tight end, and I think they were looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely.
I mean,
size, the hands.
Speed, I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves him with 3rd down and just a yard to go. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've hit the end of quarter 1. 7-0 is our score. EA Sports NFL Sunday returns following this.
This presentation of the NFL on EA Sports is brought to you by Snickers. You're off your game when you're hungry. Snickers satisfies.
Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Colts in possession of the football to begin quarter number 2. They've got a 3rd down and a yard to start things out. Another pistol look here.
Here we go. Green 39.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And he will find his man on the outside. No gain at all on the play there, and that brings up 4th. Well, if you're going to pass on 3rd and 1, you better get a 1st down if you complete it. They completed it, but no gain.
The aiming point has to be beyond the 1st down marker where you throw the ball. 3rd and 1, you can't have anything that's even close to the line of scrimmage. Otherwise, you run the risk of what we just saw there, not getting the 1st down.
And here now, the 8th-year man, Pat McAfee, to kick it away. Back deep for the Steelers, Antonio Brown. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. And now out come the Steelers. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a 1st down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see.
I go all the way back to college with Le'Veon Bell, one of the better body transformations I've seen, from a big, thick power back to the guy we see now who can do everything.
And 2 years ago, of course, last year the injury, but 2 years ago over 1,300 yards. I think they think he can top that this year.
I don't think there's any question about it.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. His big tight end, Tyler Eifert, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. And the offense looking to pick up the 1st down after the 2nd down incompletion. Defense thinking pass. They've got the nickel set out on 3rd and 6. On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. Well, they try to swing it on left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackler.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
Here's Jordan Berry now as he's on to punt for Pittsburgh. And he puts a little something extra into this one. By far his best of the night. Fielded at the 20. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Steelers defense, we watch them get set to go. They forced the punt the last time, got off the field. I'm sure some of your D coordinators through the years, you liked when you heard those words, get off the field.
Oh, there's no doubt.
Or maybe you didn't like it when you heard those words.
It depended on when they were yelling them. But in this situation, absolutely perfect. Get off the field, force a punt, let the offense take over and do their thing, and it resulted in a field goal.
Now we'll see if they can do that
Here we go
again.
now. Green 39.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39.
Back to throw here. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete. The Steelers insert their nickel defense on third down.
Yeah, they add a DB. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Stephon Tuitt, the former Notre Dame man, in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a fourth down.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
Here's Pat McAfee now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. With it is Brown. A beautiful fake. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. They come out here in the eye. They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. And he'll get this up to about the 40. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Well, they certainly got dented with that first down run. So now they've got to be back on their heels a little bit as a defense.
Second down to the offense in search of 6 yards. They'll go again with Bell. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down?
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Roethlisberger now to throw on third down. And Eifert has it. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does, for a quarterback has to slide and find open space to throw.
And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front, they moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
Three yards to go on second down. Brown, the lone receiver, left. A fake to Bell. Now it's Roethlisberger. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And he's brought down after a good game. That one goes for 24 yards.
They hit that crossing route really well. Excellent timing, puts it right on him, and he keeps running.
Yeah, turned it upfield for good yardage. In the red zone this time. From the red zone now, here's Roethlisberger on first down. Looking left sideline, incomplete. Josh Gordon, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Again on second and 10, it's Roethlisberger. That's complete. It's Gordon. And he's brought down. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's first and goal. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it now. The confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
Again, we'll see the pistol here. They'll try and run it in with Bell. And he is going to lose yardage here. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
Partner, we're into the second quarter, and I guess you can kind of look at it both ways. The offense, they've got to figure out what they're going to do because they haven't scored any points. But if you're the defense, you're feeling great about what you got going on. The only concern you have, if you get to the half, what adjustments will the offense make to try to defeat you?
They come up with one running back. That's Bell. Now Roethlisberger to throw on second down. He's got time in the pocket, and he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down. So they're coming up here on the 9th play of the drive, and it's third and goal. On third and goal, Roethlisberger. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver. And it's fourth down. On now, Chris Boswell. He was 29 of 32 in the field goal department last year as a rookie. This just a 24-yard attempt. And Boswell's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. Well, their offense has struggled for sure, but they get the field goal here and at least get on the board before half.
And that's not something we should underestimate, because just getting points on the board can sometimes have a settling effect on a team. Helps them start their comeback.
After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. They juked him. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked so well.
Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays for one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
They run the counter now on first down. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, we all know the guy carrying the ball is going to get the credit, both in the stat line and probably in the newspaper. But guess what? Those guys creating holes, they couldn't feel better about themselves right now. Offensive line, tight end, probably even the wide receivers are involved. They're moving the ball well.
Now let's go. 3-19.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's brought down. A nice little juke move that preceded it, but not much thereafter. The linebacker, Koamisi, brings him down. Two minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back to Indianapolis right after this. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Larry Ridley will join us from Orlando with our halftime report, but business to take care of before that. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. One of his main targets, Delaney Walker, the intended receiver. And that brings up 4th down. Here's Pat McAfee now as he's on to punt for Indianapolis. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And that is very well done there, as this will be marked out of bounds at the 5-yard line. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point.
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bashed.
I don't know about
Toe
that.
bashed it.
Super toe.
Laundry on the field. This is going to be a false start on the offense.
Sometimes you have to slow things down a little bit when things get heated. The cadence has to be slow and deliberate at times to make sure your team's ready to go.
Still first down.
They come up with one running back. That's Bell. He'll get the football here. And he'll find a little space. He gets this up near the 10. And that's a gain of 6 on the first down run.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
On second down, Roethlisberger. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. He's got time, and he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Charles, one thing that really seemed to trend upward in Week 4 of the NFL season, rushing the ball. We had a lot of 100-yard rushers last week.
We're going old school, man. Let's take it back to the day, right? And you always have names that you know in the league that produce, like Le'Veon Bell, Ezekiel Elliott. They went over 100 yards. Then you got guys that emerge, Terrence West, Isaiah Crowell. Big-time players making plays.
Bell, the most of all of those, 144 on the ground for him. And he's able to get up here to the 26. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So the offense took the timeout. Looks like they're ready to go as we get set to resume the action. So just 1 yard to go here on third down. Beckham, the lone receiver right. On 3rd and 1, it's Roethlisberger. Now Bell hit. He lost the football. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not only going to tip it, I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations, big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
And now Indianapolis set to take the field. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. And a great spot to start this drive from here.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And we are back here. I'm Brandon Gaunt alongside Charles Davis. So the offense takes the timeout. And now we're set to get going. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And complete to Moncrief over the middle. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So we're back in the offense getting set following the call of that timeout. The gun. They'll look to throw. Finding time. This will be caught at about the 6. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
Partners, a lot of fun.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And we're back. The offense had a chance to talk things over. We'll see what they come up with here on this next play. They'll stick with the passing game, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Their dangerous wide receiver as the first half is winding down, and the Colts add on to their lead. Now, he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Vinatieri now to tack on the PAT. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. They come up with one running back. That's Bell. He's going to get the football. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we send you now to Orlando and our Tiburon studios where Larry Ridley's standing by with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry?
Thanks, Brandon. Thanks, Charles. And welcome to our EA Halftime Report. I'm Larry Ridley. The Colts want to continue to give their fans something to cheer about in the second half. The Steelers haven't played horribly, but will need to improve if they want to win this one. All right, let's roll the highlights. Colts opening up on offense. The catch will be made in double coverage, and that connection will lead to a gain of 19 yards. Colts end up throwing a pick to end the drive. Have it at the 7. Middle of the field, the pass will be caught. And this play goes for a score. The Colts is up now by 7. 3rd down, inches to go. Bill's going to cough up possession here, and it's going to end up going for a gain of 57. Now after the fumble, out of the shotgun, pass will be completed. And a quick 3-play drive ends with a score. The Colts push their lead to 11.
Okay, Larry, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But this is do that?
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. The second half starts with a carry by Bell. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
So the offense readies for a 2nd and 4. On 2nd down, here's Roethlisberger. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. And now it's a 3rd and 4 situation for the offense. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Roethlisberger. Bryant with a catch right side. And he's going to be out of bounds right at the 40. The 13 yards that time of the first.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Fresh set of downs here. Roethlisberger with a give to Bell. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all.
That was a really nice play, be able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. A fake to Bell. Now it's Roethlisberger. He's going to loft. And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Here's the Colts now as they get ready for their first possession on offense of the second half. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Throws a quick hitter on the slant. That's complete. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll make it second down. Charles, on the slant, you always need good ball placement. They got it there.
Brandon, the quarterback, put it in the exact perfect spot, right to the upfield shoulder of the receiver, and he used his body to keep the defender away.
4 yards remaining now on second down.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
The defense won that play so fast that I think if the running back even had time to notice if anyone was there, it was just a blink of an eye, and there was a loss on the play. Third and 5, so they bring in an extra defensive back.
Expecting pass. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. A good pick up there of 20 yards. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90.
They go play action here on first down. Deep drop. Wide open receiver complete. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So there on that play, offensively, they ran the crossing route. Defense was in zone coverage, so as a former DB, how tough is it to defend that?
It's really difficult because your natural inclination is to chase the receiver and maybe leave your zone. So you have to have discipline in order to talk to your other coverage guys and let him know that that receiver's crossing from your zone to the next zone. He's coming your way. Make sure you have him. And then when the ball is actually thrown, secure the tackle. When they're moving on crossing routes, if you miss a tackle, it usually results in a big play.
And he's brought down after a good gain. They get 25 yards out of that one. And the Colts are going to have a first and goal.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
To throw again. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Delaney Walker taking it in. And the Colts are able to grow their lead.
A good tight end is a heck of a weapon for any quarterback, especially when you're able to create some mismatches. Sometimes they work against a linebacker. Sometimes they work against a smaller defensive back. But when they find it, they go to it, and it often results in touchdowns.
Vinatieri now for the point after. And it's 21-3. Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick. This is taken at his 4. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second.
I'm not sure how many people anticipated Le'Veon Bell being such a huge part of the passing offense when he came out of Michigan State. Remember how thick he was? Big, bulky